Today we will discuss about 3-4 slides about how we work up our cases, and I have no financial interest involved in this presentation. So we start the video. Hope you are able to hear my voice. So we do the detailed anterior posterior segment examination, and
Yes,
plus we do the 4 measurements. The measurements are very important. If you do the measurement correctly, you will solve the 80% of intraoperative and postoperative problems. So this is our new nomogram based on because of IPCL2 is some different variant from IPCL1. So previous our nomogram was different, but now we change our nomogram, and see this gives about 400 to 600 micron of vaulting. Now we'll discuss certain special situations, challenging situations we found this case. So the beauty of this IPCL is highest degree of customization possible. I remember 7 years back, a patient came to me with pure cylinder, post-intact and C3R, and this is the first case of its kind. And we requested Sanjay Agarwal to make a lens with this, and we implanted the lens in this case. There is no spherical power in this case, only cylindrical of minus 3.5. And that is very good news for us. After 7 years of post-op, the patient is still maintaining the 6/9 of vision. Case number 2, after doing so much, we developed now the single port technique. We don't make any side port now, and we perform all the steps on the one port only, that is the main port, and doing the double step visco wash. Just from the one port, we finish everything, and it takes about 4 to 5 minutes to perform a surgery. And you people can also try. If your trying is good, don't please try. After placing the leading and trailing haptic, we are doing 2 steps visco wash. The first step with coaxial cannula, then by Simcoe. I used Indo-German round tip Simcoe. And we do thorough wash of visco from under surface of the lens also. Just please watch this step. Because sometimes visco deposits remains, that is troublesome for surgeon also, and some if goes to some doctor, he will tell he cataract developed. That is not actually cataract, that is a visco deposit. But if you wash the visco properly, you can certainly avoid this kind of situation. Our third case is implantation in very small people. This is patient having very less than 5.5 mm of pupil, and during surgery further constricted by the chest instrument, we somehow managed, and in this case also completed around 6 years of post-op and maintaining 6/6 partial vision. Very small people, further constricted during implantation. So we have done the thorough wash in this case also, going behind the IPCL. This lens is so flexible. That's why I used to do star when I was in Chennai. When I shifted here, they came to me, please accept our lens. We started doing, I'm so happy. Now my 90% of cases only IPC. Very flexible lens, and after implantation it becomes stable also. The vaulting is maintained for years and years. I'm going behind the lens and watching the visco in this case also. from both sides. This is a mind game. When you maintain the instrument direction horizontally, cataract will never happen. So that is facile exchange. This is the case. Pachycoil was exchanged because of inappropriate size, and we have done the same sitting exchange, explanting and implantation of new size IPCL. And we have done this from the 2.8 mm port only. We have not increased the size of port also. Just rotating the wrist right clockwise, you can avoid the touching the endothelium and everything. We implanted the next size IPCL. It took around 10 to 11 minutes to perform this surgery, and vision was good post-op. Vision was good previously also. Now the haptic fold. This small maneuver in the future will prevent the haptic fold in any case. Just do one thing after finishing your surgery. See, this is a very small step, just like this. Just prevent the haptic fold, this step. Inverse unfolding is the most troublesome complication. It occurs many times in fresher, even the experienced hands. But you have to do certain things. The most important step is don't inject the IPCL or any pachycoil in rush. After injecting 2/3, see the position that the distal, distal haptic should be horizontal before pushing the final push, giving the final push, I mean. Just see, this is becoming horizontal, wait, and this push. Again, the second complication occurred, then the stuck up near the neck. Then again, don't get panic, just touch a visco and slightly push to the forceps, make it inside, and then complete your step. In this kind of situation, most of the time, your panic causes more and more complications further. So you can avoid that complication. You all are experienced surgeons doing better than me, but I'm just giving my input, what I felt. And just rotate your wrist, make the left hole or right hole in case of ICL or IPCL in the proper, then give the final push. Don't suddenly push the lens inside the eye. Now again, it happened. Again, it is pushed by the forceps. And see the unfolding of lens, it will come okay. Now, pachycoil post-RK, this is important because otherwise it's just like a normal surgery. But in the post-RK patient, the radial cut, the previous radial cut sometimes breaks away and it gives a lot of problems. So it's better to give a sclerocorneal incision in this kind of case. Video is not good of this, but just thank you.